Hello. Happy Sunday night for those of you who are on the East Coast with me. For anyone else in the world tuning in, happy whatever. um, we are back at it with Shopping Spree Extreme. Just a couple more weeks of this. Well, I'll get into that. Hang on. 2 weeks to release. Just over 2 weeks. 2 weeks from this Tuesday? Yeah. The 22nd is when the game releases. If you don't know what game I'm talking about, it's right here on Steam. Go check it out. It's really cool. Anywho, yeah, just over 2 weeks, and me and Tyler are trying to get everything fixed up as soon as we can. We don't want to be, last minute putting stuff in. And really, I think the state the game is in right now is really good. It's playable. There's a lot of polish that's been done already, and it's in a really good spot. But that being said, I've never been one to cut corners, and I'm not about to start doing that now. So we're going to continue polishing as much as we can before release. So in terms of today, we are going to be doing a bunch of UI stuff here. I have my stuff written down. We're going to be adding a little tip to the intro cinematic at the beginning of every level, to kind of give you a hint about what you're going to see in the level as you're viewing the intro cinematic. Gonna add some tooltips into the main menu and the lobby, talking about explaining, like in the lobby, explaining the game mode you have selected. In the main menu, explaining like the challenges tab, what it is, if the multiplayer is locked or any of the levels are locked, have a tooltip saying, how to unlock that. And if we get through all of that in a reasonable amount of time, we'll continue chugging away at controller support, because that is not fully there yet. It is, I would say, 80% done, maybe 85% done. It's almost there, but there's a few things UI-wise that just aren't controller supported. So hopefully we can get those worked out. But that's the plan. So if you've tuned into any of my streams before, sometimes things don't go according to plan, but that is what we are going to try to do here. So, what do I want to start with? Let's start with those intro tips. So, first, we need the widget, right? Go to user interface, create widget blueprint. Going to be a user widget, and we will call this intro tip _WB for widget blueprint. And this is in the wrong folder. Let's move it to our widgets folder here, just to try and keep some things at least cleaned up. Oh, my editor's opening on another window. There we go. All right. So for the tooltips, let's add first a canvas panel. We know this is our whole screen, right? So we want it to kind of pop up either, I'm not exactly sure where yet. I'm thinking bottom left is where it's going to pop up. That's where like the system messages pop up for multiplayer. And I think that looks good. But we can play around with that, of course. But for now, let's just go with it. So we are going to have a border. Let's have it anchored to this side here. Let's move it down here. Let's say about that size. I think that's fine. As for color, I want it to be the same as a system message, I think. So let me see if I can find where I put those. I believe those are in the multiplayer folder. Yes, right here. So this one. Let's copy that brush color for that one. And let's make the brush color here that color. I like that one. All right. So then inside the border, we're going to have a text, and this text is going to be our tip. And we'll make that a variable because we want to change that text. We want to get rid of all padding. We want the color to be black. We want the font to be our handwriting font. We might want that padding back, actually, now that I think about it. It was what, 4 and 2, I think? Yeah. We'll leave that there. And then we're going to increase the size to a little bit larger, just so, I mean, the tips won't be a lot of text. So I think that this space should be plenty enough to display the tips. So I'm going to have a variable for, tip text. It's going to be a text. It's going to be instance editable, and we're going to expose it on spawn so that when we create this widget, we can pass in that value as soon as we create it. So then we can do on construct, we can say get our text widget and say set text to our tip text. Now, I could also just make a binding, like, if I were to grab my text widget here, I could say bind the text, but this is going to constantly check for updates with whatever we bind it to, right? So I know that this should only update as soon as it's created and then never again, because it's going to just show the tip and then delete itself. So just a little more efficient. Really won't make a difference in terms of like frame rate or anything, but we do just want to practice good things, right? So leave that there. That should be fine. Let me just test this here. I want to see what happens if it's really long. Like I said earlier, none of these tips should be super long, but in the event that they are, I want to make sure that it looks not like that. I don't want that. All right, let's auto rep. That looks okay. And I don't want to do per character wrapping, so I want to do default. And with auto wrap, it'll wrap to inside of this border. So that'll be good. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave that there. So, we will come back to this and add an animation, but I just want to make sure I can get it to show up at the beginning of every level. So, let's see here. Let's go to our level blueprint. So I believe that is where, yeah, our sequence player is, at least for single player. Well, on stream, I only do single player stuff, and then if I get it working in single player, I plug it in a multiplayer off stream, just because my single computer doesn't like to handle streaming and multiplayer Unreal testing at the same time. It just doesn't like it. You know, it's a lot of resources. So yeah, if you're upset that you're not seeing any of the multiplayer stuff, I'm sorry. Feel free to ask about it, and I will explain it the best I can, but just a little bit too much for my PC. And my PC is higher end, too. It's just, in an ideal world, I need a dual PC setup. That's what I need. One for streaming and one for handling Unreal Engine. Okay, so it creates a level sequence player here. Can I add... I don't know if I can. Let's look. Let's see if I can add the UI directly to the sequence player. I don't believe I can, but I'm not really sure. Let's see. Actor, no. There's an event track. But I don't know how to trigger said event. Let's try it. Why not? That would make things easier if I could do that. Where did my event go? Here we go. So this whole thing is only 12 seconds, right? So, right? All right, 360, 30 frames per second. Yeah, that's 12 seconds. So I'm thinking I don't want to show it. I don't want to show the tip immediately. 90 frames would be 3 seconds in. Let's just try it there, and we can always move it if need be. We'll add the event. And then what? What do I do with it? Okay, well it's there now. Let's see. We go here. Right, we say sequence player, we say just no. Somebody's making a lot of noise today. You probably couldn't hear that, but the whole apartment just rattled. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here, so let's just go ahead and get rid of this. Just get rid of this track. We'll do it a different way. We will instead. Could do it here. Let's say. Nope. Move this out a tiny bit. I don't want to put it there. I guess for single player that'd be okay. That just seems like a bad place to put it though. It'll delete itself, it should be fine. We'll say create widget. I want this to be intro. What do we call this? Intro tip? Yeah. And then tip text is going to say watch out for puddles. Watch out for puddles. Use your cart to safely walk over. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna bring this up here because it's taking up a bunch of space. We're going to say add to viewport. And oh wait, shit, no. Sorry, let's change that to 9. And then change this to 3. This is messy, I know. It's fine. We're totally fine. Okay. Got that there. Got that set up. I think I'm still on... Yeah, don't want to be playing as a listen server. That's multiplayer stuff. Let me pause my music for a second. Go away, a little pop-up. Please. You're blocking my play button. Thank you. You can probably barely hear this, but it's alright. You don't need to hear it. still there, and it doesn't go away. But it showed up. That's what we want. So we go back here. Now, why did I close out that one? I'm still working on it. This thing. Okay, so then as soon as it constructs, let's say add a delay for, let's say, 6 seconds, and then remove from parent. So it automatically destroys itself. That's all good, but we also want to add an animation. So we are going to be fade in. Nope. Fade in. Okay, so if we take this, add a track for our no, I don't want that. I want the border. Yeah, this one. There we go. We do transform, and then on translation, specifically what we want. Right. This animation is only going to be, I don't know, a second too slow, probably. I'm going to say half a second for now. And that here, I'm going to say add one here. Well, first of all, we're gonna scale this down a tiny bit, and I'm not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna cut back on this tiny bit. Yeah. All right. So here we want it to be. What is it? Position. So size is 652. So we're gonna say negative 700. That it's off the screen. So if we update that now and we press play, it did nothing. Okay, maybe we'll say negative 700 because we want U to be 0. Yes, there we go. That's what we're doing wrong. Yeah, it just kind of pops in real quick. And should we have it fade out before it disappears? Or should we just have it kind of like poof, gone? I feel like fading out would be a better look. But luckily, we can just use that animation and play it backwards. So, we say play animation. We say fade in. Reduce play 1, play mode forward. Do all this. And then, very end. No, not that. And we'll play this in reverse. And we'll delay another half second. So that's how long the animation takes. And then we'll remove it. So let's see how that looks. T. Coddington says, "Sup boy, what UI thing you doing today?" We're doing all the UI things today. I'm adding right now a little tip to the intro cinematics. Just kind of point players in the right direction in terms of what that level holds, right? So for the grocery store, it's about the puddles and how you can use the cart to avoid the puddles. Wait for it. There it is. It's really ugly. And it's gone. And then, yeah, tutorial. That was okay. I don't like how... I don't know. I said I like this color, but it's kind of ugly. It's not really supposed to be, like, super vibrant. It's just to make the text readable. But let's see. It's because I made it like slightly transparent. See, but if I make it too transparent, then the text becomes unreadable. 0.5, but make it a little bit brighter. That looks like about the same color, but it's a little more see-through. Let's see. So obviously, loading screen, it's telling you the objective of the game mode, but... it's pretty good. All right. What did you say you're working on? You're working on level 4. All right, I won't touch level 4 then. But I have to do something in all the other levels. So I think level 4 will actually be the most important to have one of these because it'll talk about the mall cop. But it's all right. No worries. We can work that out. Or I can just do that later. Let's move on to level 2, the strip district. What am I going to talk about here? Probably the vehicles, because if your cart gets hit by a vehicle, whether you're holding onto it or not, it will break an item in your cart. Let's see. I can swap to a different level. Nah, don't worry about it. You can stay with level 4. This will be a real quick addition whenever I get around to it, because no matter what level you swap to, I'll have to put in something there. So no worries. All right. Oh, this one is so messy. Why did I not comment any of this? Am I going to comment it now? No. So this is cars. Let's see. You move all of these out. Not you. Why did I do things this way? Yeah, right here. Right here's what we want. Yikes. How about move all... Oh, I missed one. Okay. Move all that there. And then we can scoot this down a little bit. Change that to 9. We're going to say create widget. This is a tool. No, sorry. Intro tip. Yeah. Intro tip. Wait, no, we gotta add another delay first of 3 seconds. Then do this. and then say add a viewport so that it shows up on the screen, and then continue. So this one, let me think. I'm gonna say look both ways before crossing the road. Or I'm just gonna say look both ways. Vehicles will break items in your cart if, well, how do I want to say this concisely? Look both ways. Vehicles will break items in your cart. Is that enough? Do I need to add more to that? I think that's good enough. Let's see how it looks. Am I on? No, I'm on PvP. Don't want to be on PvP right now. There it is. Looked good to me. And yeah, I'll have to go add this to multiplayer later on too. Shouldn't be too bad though. Oh, sorry if you had to hear that. I forgot to turn my phone off with yelling at me. Alright. I don't need this anymore. Alright, that's it. Level 2, done. Level 3 I can touch. And then I will skip over level 4 and do levels 5 and 6. Alright, so level 3. The tip for this level is probably going to be use the ramps. Because, I mean, that's obvious to me, but of course I've been dealing with this level for... When was level 3 originally made? That was like the end of last... Or no, it was... We had the playtest in January, so yeah, like end of 2022 was when level 3 was first made, so it's been around a while. But yeah, I think to a new player, using the ramps may not be so obvious. Or even knowing of the ramp's existence may not be obvious. So I think that would be the tip for this level. So let's go to our level blueprint here. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So do this whole process again. Change that one to 9. Add another one here. Make it 3 seconds. And then after this, create widget. Intro tip. Add to viewport. And this one is going to be for the ramps. How do we want to say this? Use the ramps to get between... Use the ramps to get between buildings. I want to add anything else to this. That seems very bland. Use ramps to get between buildings. Fly like an eagle. Can I say that? Is that... That's a popular phrase in a song. I don't know if I can use that. um... I like that. Just don't look down. It's probably going to say that to the player right as it's looking at the cinematic shot of, like, off the side of a building. I'm okay with that. Let's, did I do everything right here? I think I did. Let's see how it looks. This one might be a little hard to read because the whole background, like, environment, it's probably similar colors to the border. That's not too bad. Yeah. I think that intro cinematic needs to be changed anyway. Coming in from the side like that. I don't know. It's not awful, but... Awesome. Alright. Level 5. This will be talking about the train, of course. That is the main feature. Probably something like use the train to get around between stations, or risk it and run the rails. Something like that. I don't know. What am I doing? Level blueprint. Where? Oh, that's... this one's not commented either. A little late to start doing that now, though. Just a tiny bit. Widget intro. Yep. Add to keyboard. What are you saying? Hop on the train to move between stations or risk it all on the rails. Risk life and limb on the rail system. Hop on the train. Get between stations or risk it all by going on foot. That one might be a little bit long. Hop on the train to get between stations or risk it all by going on foot. We don't want to be in co-op. The train is so loud. I remember during the playtest we forgot to add a sound class to it, so it didn't update when you tried to update the volume, so you just had to endure. Yeah. Happy with it. Okay. And for now, last but not least, why are you struggling to open this one? Okay. I wanted to tell you there are built-in nav modifiers that make it so we don't have to modify our current paths for NPCs. Much easier process. What do you mean? Like, you mean so that they avoid the spawn? I see. Just gotta be wary of that, because if the NPCs avoid it, do our multiplayer bots also avoid where they spawn? Like, are they able to move out of it, or do they get stuck in it? Only thing. Because if it's just an avoidance thing, as soon as they spawn, they should just be like, all right, I'm moving away. But if it's like blocking them from navigating there, then yeah, that would be an issue. These are so messy. These are awful. Let's do 9. We've been using level 3, so not a bad fix. Yeah. Yeah, I would just have to look at it, because I know there is like an obstacle, not like a hard block, but like NPCs when pathfinding will try to avoid it if they can. And if that's the case, then it should be fine. But if it's like a prevents navigation from being built there, then yeah, we'll have to find another way. What am I doing here? Creating widget. Intro, add to viewport, and then do this. So for the moon, the tip would be what? There's low gravity here. Use it to your advantage. Very vague, but low gravity and look up. Yeah. Gravity is low here. Use it to your advantage. Don't forget to look up. I think that should be fine. We don't want to be on PvP mode. I'm good with that. kind of hard to be picky at this point too, because we're really running out of time. But no, I'm happy with that. All right, so I think that covers those for now. I will have to add in those 2 multiplayer and then add in the one for the mall later. But that's good enough for now. Next, we're going to move on to adding tooltips to the main menu and to the lobby. So that if a player hovers over a button, it'll tell them more about it. I'm not going to add tooltips to everything. I think, like I said in the beginning, I think what I really want to do is add a tooltip to the multiplayer button if it's still locked, to say like how you can unlock it, and same for like the levels, if they're still locked. Have a tooltip for the challenges saying like list of, describe what it is, because that even confused Tyler when I first told him about it. And then tooltips in the lobby for talking about different game modes, and yeah, that's I think all the tooltips I need. Could probably add tooltips for the links to like the other platforms, just to say what those platforms are if people don't recognize the icons. But I'm not super worried about that one. So let's go to the main menu. Why is my... There we go. So we need UI widget. We need a new user interface, or user widget rather, for tooltip. No, not tall tip. Tool tip widget blueprint. Okay. Then we're gonna add an image. I think can text go into an image. No. So never mind. Let's do. Actually, we can do an overlay, and then the overlay will have image first, so that it goes in back, and then text over top of it. The image is going to be the notepad scrap. Is that enough? Do I want? I don't know. We'll leave it there. Make the text black. Make it our quick hand font, and yeah, let's I don't want to center it, but I want to add heading from the top. So let's say 10. Nope. Let's say 25. Nope. Try 50. 50 looks good. And then from the left, we want to add padding of probably 15. Nope, a little bit more. Try 30. Maybe even a little bit more than that. Let's try 45. Yeah, that's good. And then let's do that for all of these. It's not going to change anything right now, but should the tooltip become very long, that should help keep it in these 3 lines of where text can be. So if we test that out, I know it's going to overflow right now because I haven't set up wrapping, but if we do auto wrap does nothing. Cool. So let's wrap text at, let's say 500. That's a little too short, so let's try 700. That seems like a good stopping point. And then We did 1 point. Yeah, that's about 1.2. I think that's a good, yeah. So if we kept adding on to this, let's say we double this. Yeah, I don't think the tooltips should be any longer than that. That is the limit. Okay, so that is our widget, and we have to make you a variable. I call you text. I know, super great naming. Then we also need to add a variable for tooltip. This is going to be text. One's going to be visible, just like we just did for the intro tips. So we're gonna say on construct, we're gonna say text, set text to our tooltip, and that should be good. So let's go. I should have left that open, but sorry. Let's go to our main menu. So I'm going to start with the challenges one, just because I know that this is going to be a button that's always unlocked, and it's always going to have a tooltip. So that should be, I should say, the simplest one. We go to advanced, we say tooltip widget. We have to create a binding for it. Okay. Okay. Let's say create widget tool tip. And we're going to say our tooltip being challenges button. Can we say get tooltip? No. Is this what I want? I think this is what I want. Let's see. So if I go, yeah, challenges button, if I say tooltip text, say a list of challenges that unlock in-game content upon completion. Okay, let's see if that works. I like how it does the little like face plant first because we changed the jump animation. So if I hover over this, aha! Look at that. That looks pretty good. Follows my mouse. The little notepad scrap. And it's always there. Pretty cool. Kind of disorienting seeing the scrap paper next to the background paper, but cool. All right, that was the easy one. Next one will be Probably gotta go to the event graph for that. No, we don't. Just kidding. We need hide this one. Open the play menu. And with the multi-button. There we go. Our tooltip text. This is going to be for if the multiplayer button is locked. So it's going to say unlock multiplayer by completing. Should I say challenges or the tutorial? Because both are true. The first challenge that you have to unlock, and that unlocks the other stuff in the game, right? It unlocks multiplayer, unlocks level 2, which you can then go on to unlock the other levels. But you have to go through level 1. I'm putting in a tooltip for the multiplayer button when it's locked to tell the player like what they need to do to unlock it. Should I say unlock multiplayer by completing challenges, make it vague, or say unlock multiplayer by completing? I guess I could say level 1 too. I was originally thinking just saying by completing the tutorial, but I feel like that might make some players stop playing. Yeah. Okay. Unlock multiplayer by completing level 1 grocery store in single player. Gamers have little patience for vagueness. Gamers have little patience in general. You know, like there's a balance of like allowing them to play the game, not like baby them through it, but also giving them enough information that they understand. But let's try that. And for this one, we need to create a binding. Because this one is not always going to have the tooltip there, right? If multiplayer is unlocked, we don't need to have a tooltip saying how to unlock it. So, let's get our multi-button. Get is enabled. If it's not enabled, meaning it's locked, that's what we want to do stuff with. If it is enabled, we just want to return nothing, because we don't want there to be a tooltip. So then create widget class tooltip. Tooltip is going to be get tooltip text, just like so, and just like that. So, how am I going to test this actually? Actually, you know what? If I play it in editor, it won't detect that I'm connected to Steam, so it should be locked. Let's see. Don't mind all the debug statements. So let's clear that basically not leaving them lost, or we could do an Elden Ring and just throw them into the fire. Yeah. Some players like that. I mean, like, there's no game out there that's like a one-size-fits-all. But yeah. If you didn't see this, Tyler, here's the first tooltip for the challenges. Right? It's just this little like scrap paper that shows up. As soon as you hover over it, it follows your mouse. As soon as you go away, it's gone. But if I go to play, multiplayer should be unlocked, and it's not. Or, I mean, yeah, it should be locked, but it's not. But that's good that it's not showing up, because, yeah, it's not supposed to show up when it's unlocked. So, if we stop this, and we go to our designer here, if we just test it by saying is enabled false, just to see. There we go. So now multiplayer is locked or disabled. And there it is. Unlock multiplayer by completing level 1 titled Grocery Store in single player. I think that's pretty good. Let me make sure I enable that again so I don't accidentally cause a bug. All right. Let me think here. Is there anything else on the main menu? Oh yeah, for the levels, right? In single player, if they're not unlocked. Duh. Yeah, these ones. So this one will always be unlocked. This one's never locked. It's the first level. If we go here, I say level 2 button. Unlock level 2. Or we'll just say unlock this level by checking. I should probably change the other one to checking out. Checking out in level 1 grocery store in single player. Yeah. I'm gonna actually go back before I forget. Unlock this level by checking out in level 1 grocery store in single player. Yeah, I like that better. Fits the theme better. Alright, so we're basically gonna grab this, copy it, because it's not gonna be exactly the same, but it'll be mostly the same here. So we unlock level 3 by completing level 2. Level 2 is not called grocery store. Level 2 is called strip district. Same thing for level 4. But level 4, instead of level 1 here, unlocked by completing level 3. Level 3 is titled construction site. That reminds me, I have to go fix the voting menu, because the construction site has a capital I and it's lots of balls too. It's just a typo. Yeah. Okay, so level 3 is done. Nope, not that. Level 5 is unlocked by completing level 4. And level 6 is unlocked by completing level 5. Okay, and then for all of these, level 2, we have to create a binding for our tooltip widget. So just like the multiplayer button, actually exactly the same. Only instead of multi-button, we want level 2 button. And that should do it. Now that I think about it, I don't know how tooltips actually work with controller support. That's something I'm gonna have to come back to. But that's not something I need to think about right now. I need to focus on getting everything else done. Okay. That's level 2. Level 3. Find the widget here. Rid of this. That there. Instead of multi-button, we want level 3 button. Okay, and level 4 button, same thing. And instead of multi-button, this is for level 4 button. Let me make sure I actually have this right. 3 is level 3, level 2 is level... Okay, just checking. Okay, level 4, level 5. I'm gonna say... Find, create binding. Ooh, getting toasty in here. I need to turn the AC back on. Instead of that, we need level 5 button. And last one here. Level 6 button. Create our binding here. And put you as level 6 button. And there we go. So by default, they're all locked. So I think it should stay that way. But let's see. So we have play. Go to single player. Yeah. So unlock this level by checking out in level 1 grocery store. Ooh, that one cuts out a little bit. Is that because... Hang on, let's see. Nope. Why did you go away, you? Whoa. What is happening here? Why aren't you... Can I not... do this? There we go. And then I think it's Alt P. Yeah. Let's see. No, it's still cutting in there. I guess I gotta cut it back just a tiny bit. The wrap distance. Construction site, level 4 mall, and level 5 subway. Looks alright. I still gotta figure out why that button shows up. I don't know why it does that. Anywho. There we go. Let's go back and change our tooltip real quick. Let the text auto wraps at, let's say, 675. I don't know. About 665. No. 650. Okay. 640. There we go. 45. Yeah. 650 seems to be the mark. I'll go with that. Cool. So that is the tooltips for the main menu. That was a lot smoother than I thought it would be. Let's see. It is 8 o'clock now, so let's take a 5-minute break. Okay, I'm gonna go turn my AC on and get the place cooled down a little bit. Grab yourself a drink, you know, do what you need to do. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Welcome back. Okay. Let's see here. I'll finish with the main menu for now. If we want to go add more tooltips, we certainly can, but I think we're okay. For the, what is it? No, it's not in here, sorry. The lobby, we want to add some tooltips. Multiplayer lobby, this one. So basically we want to add, you probably can't see this on stream, it's this thing right here, this guy. I want to add a tooltip to this saying what the multiplayer mode is, like what do you do? Because PvP and co-op can be pretty vague. And really, I think that's all that's needed here. Because everything else I think is pretty self-explanatory. And I'm sure there will be some players that don't think that. And they will surely let me know in Steam reviews or in the feedback forum. Which is great. I encourage that, you know. I don't want to say only give us good Steam reviews. Like, give us an honest review. That helps us make better games in the future. Anyway, adding a tooltip to this guy. Should I do it to this guy or should I do it to the overlay? I feel like I should do it to the overlay because the host will only see the multimode selection and clients will only see the multimode text. So if I put on one or the other, somebody's not going to see it. But if I put it on the overlay, should see both. And that's all assuming that I can put it on here, which looks like I can. Yeah. Ooh, so I guess I'm not going to have tooltip text here because I need it to change based on what that says. So let's just create our binding here. So if we get our, what is it called? Multi-mode text. Multi-mode text, this guy. We say get text. And if we say, can we do a switch on text? No. We do this, we say make literal text. That says PvP, or sorry, I'm gonna say that, right? Because yeah, let's say PvP in quotes or co-op in quotes. So that's fine. So if it says PvP, do a branch here, because if this is false, then it has to say co-op. We know that. We'll duplicate this. We'll say create widget tool tip. Plug you in there. We'll say tooltip is in PvP mode. Players race. I'm screwing this all up. Hang on. In PvP mode, players race to fill their carts with items and get to checkout first. Checkout at any time, but the more more... How do I say this? But the more items in your cart, the better. That might be a little bit too long, but it's alright. And then here for co-op, okay, in co-op mode, you must work together to fill your large cart. No, to fill your shared cart with, well, we'll just say to fill your shared cart. Revive knocked out players by pushing other shoppers and taking their money. Yeah. Let's try that. So, shit, I said I wasn't gonna do anything multiplayer-wise on stream, but we're gonna have to. I need to make sure that this works. At least I can do it just one player, I guess. But I need to make sure that it works for clients too later on. So I do this. Okay, so that's not working. Brother, you know I can hop on, right? Yeah, but... yeah, that's the thing. I would need a build, and... that's just a lot of work to do. I can do it by myself when I'm not streaming. It's just too much to do both at once. So why didn't that work? Back in here. It's probably because I'm only checking the text, and the text isn't updating on the host side. So let's see. Game mode select right here. Set multi-mode. And then I know this is working on client side because this updates the text for everyone else. So let me just do this manually, I guess. We did multi-mode text here. We say set text. Do this and say to select item. And that should do it. So by default, the multi-mode text is co-op, right? Sorry. No, just kidding. Oh, it's because I don't have a session. That's why it's not. Yeah, see. No matter what happens here, it's not going to change. Oh, it did change. Okay. Never mind. Ignore what I said earlier. Huh, okay. Easy enough. Alright. We'll definitely have to test that sometime this week, Tyler. But I'm good with that for now. Alright. Tooltips done. The only thing other that I had on my list was controller support, so I guess we're just gonna continue to just chug away at that. As much as I hate working on controller support, it's almost there, and I would really be happy if I can get a fully supported game, because I know a lot of people who even play on PC love to still use a controller, myself included. So we have mostly we are mostly controller supported, but not fully. And the only thing missing is UI stuff, which is unfortunately the most painful stuff to do for controller support, at least in Unreal Engine. I don't know about other engines. All right, let's go to the main menu. Where is it? There it is. I always lose it. So I believe the main menu has everything, but it's these over here that don't. I don't know how I'm gonna get over to those, you know, because it's focused on this area. Let's look and see what we have here. We have, oh, what is this? This is controller support. Here we go. Bottom face button, yeah, thumbstick X-axis. Yeah, here we go. So I don't know why I did that, but anyway. I guess for any of these, we can just say, because X-axis is left and right. So for any of these pages, other than difficulty select, we could say move the focus over to those links, right? We could do that. Well, let's just start playing around with stuff, I guess. Shift focus to links. I'm going to say shift focus to links. Basically for all of these. Okay, so then we get our links section. I think is what I called it. Maybe not. What did I call it? I did call it link section. It's just not a variable. But I guess I don't want it to be... Well, it's not focusable anyway. Yeah, because it's a border. So... it's fine. Yeah, all of these guys. We want to say is focusable. Nope, can't do that for the group. We just have to do it one by one, I guess. Oh, they're already all turned off, actually. Never mind. Okay. So, how do I do this? Because I guess we could just add a current page thing. Current page. Then we can plug that in there. And then here we can say switch on current page. then here we could say, well, we need a links index. Let's say links index. This is going to be an integer. It's, why didn't you compile? There we go. Default value is going to be -1. -1 meaning none of the links are focused. So, probably want that one. Then a boolean. Plug that in there. There we go. All right, so then for each of these, we're gonna have a branch, or everyone except for difficulty select, I guess, because we're not worried about that one. And then plug this into here. So if we were at, oh shit. How do I want to do this? Do I have stuff for this? Yeah, I do. So we're gonna call this increment links index. I'm gonna replace you with links index. Replace you with links index. There we go. And then we're gonna duplicate this one. Call it decrement links index. And do the same thing. Replace all the references with links index. Nope, not text index. There you go. All right. So now that we have those helper functions, we can, if it's, oh wait, shit. Hang on. Maybe just have a function for update links index. We get okay, right. Let's do a links index, do a switch on int. So I believe we have 5 links, plus we need one for a -1. So we're starting at -1. Right? We have 5? Yeah. So if it's at -1 and it's right, then we want to, no, sorry. We want to increment. If it's -1 and it's left, we don't want to do anything, because -1 means it's back on the menu, right? If it's 0 and it's right, we increment. Nope. If it's 0 and we go left, then we want to decrement the links index. And then basically want to do this again and again and again. Oh my gosh, I've been so busy, but I finally free to watch Twitch and I see you're online. Last time I saw your stream was when you showed your wife the game you were making and said it should be like $30 to $40. Speaking of wife, how long ago was that? That was probably forever ago. Glad to have you back anyway. Like February, yeah, that sounds about right. When did you get married? Like 5 years ago. Well, hey, Darcy Dog 1. Since it's been a while since you've updated, game is coming out in like 2 weeks. Just over 2 weeks. Here it is. You wanna go check it out? Go wishlist it and be ready for a release. But yeah, a lot has changed since February. I think, let me think. End of February was when we had our first multiplayer playtest. That seems like forever ago. Yeah, we now have 6 levels and 2 multiplayer modes, and we're just polishing stuff up now. And then for this one, if we're all the way at the end, we don't want to increment anymore. We just do that. Just take that one out. So instead of this, we just say update links index. Why do I do things this way? This makes no sense. Why did I do this? 'Cause having this here, I'm just moving stuff around to extra functions. So hang on. Current page. Do that. Then we'll go back here. Get rid of both of these. Maybe. Unreal will let me. Seems to be a little finicky today. Guess I can't delete it. It just loves to do this. Alright, so anyway, get out of here. Let me delete something, please. Jesus Christ. Hang on. There we go. Just gets stuck sometimes. Ooh. Shit. Man, sorry. Can't quite do that. Yeah. Every other one of these we can there we go. This out of here. Alrighty. So, basically if we're on 0 and we decrement back to -1, we basically want to pick what to focus depending on what page we're on. But for the rest of these, we just want to update the links. Right, so if we go to our event graph here, where is our links at? Here we go. Yeah, so we need to create some events. Hover, Discord button. Just so we have events that we can call manually. Unhover Discord button. Hover YouTube button. Unhover YouTube button. TikTok button. And unhover TikTok button. Okay. Oh, we saw some more. Hang on. Custom event. Hover Twitter button. I don't know why I keep these links in here. Our Twitter is dead. In fact, most of our platforms are dead right now, but they will pick back up once we release, for sure. Just kind of hard to market a game when you're a team of 2 trying to create a multi-level multiplayer game. Okay, that's all the hovering. Now I just need press Discord button. And yeah, all these links you're seeing here, if you want to go check them out, feel free to do so. We do have some stuff around, but like I said, it's a little quiet right now. Press TikTok button. Press Twitter button. And custom event. Press Insta button. Okay, now that all of those events are made, now we just gotta plug them in here. So, incrementing to 0. That means we want to hover Discord button on 0 going to 1. First thing we want to do is unhover Discord button and then hover comes after Discord, YouTube. Is that the right order? Discord, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Insta. Got it. Okay, we also want to unhover the Discord button here, but then do this. This one we want to unhover the YouTube button. We'll move this out here. And then we want to hover TikTok. Do this again. Unhover YouTube, but then this time hover Discord, because we're going backwards. Okay, next up we're going to unhover TikTok. Do this again. If we're incrementing going past TikTok, that goes to Twitter next. And this is going to be going backwards from TikTok goes back to YouTube. Hover YouTube. Okay, then after TikTok comes Twitter, so we gotta unhover the Twitter button first. Do it again here. If we're going forward, we're then moving on to Instagram, so I want to hover the Insta button. Or if we're going backwards, we want to go back to TikTok. And then last one here, we want to say decrement, we want to unhover Insta, and then hover Twitter. There we go. Yeah, so then how do I want to do this? Well, first things first, let's just see if that works, I guess. I don't have my controller here, so give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Grab my controller here. Make sure we are plugged in here. We are connected. All right. Oh, I'm on the wrong map. Hang on. Main menu. That is what I want. Main menu is super bright. All right. So, if I go this way. Aha. See, it's still doing that, but I also need to update it so it has the challenges. But you can see the little animations that are happening from the links. There, so those are working. We'll just have to add something to make it so that focus isn't in two places at once, you know? So that's all good. Maybe we can just say, we just add a boolean here saying links focused. Set links focused to false. If it's on -1 and we increment, then we set links focused to true. So if we do that, we can then go to handle thumbstick y-axis and say branch. If links are focused, then do nothing. If links are not focused, then use the y-axis. And then we'll have to do something here too. For so we'll do this. And I'll need to add some logic here for activating the links. Get links index, switch on int. And here, we just say press Discord button, press YouTube button, press TikTok comes next. I'm running out of space. Okay, then press Twitter button and press Insta button. Let's see if that works. Okay, so yeah, up and down does nothing while links are activated. Let's see if I press this one. On my other monitor, it opened up the YouTube channel. Sweet. Now if I go back, now I can use this menu again. Sweet. All right, let's go to options. Oh. Go back. If we go to play, we say we're here now, and now we're back in the links. And now we're here again. Okay. So if we go to single player, links are still all there. You just saw the glaring shadow. That's just my demons. So that's all working. Looks like. Oh, I can select these if they're locked. That's not good. Controller support people have a way around the locked images. Let me write that down in our list of bugs. Hang on. Sorry for the slideshow that you have to witness right now. Give me just a second. Because that's pretty important. Controller support bypasses the locked buttons. Put that to high priority. All right. So, okay, go back here. All right, let's, I don't know, do I want to look into that right now? Not really, but I should. So menu panel, play menu, here we go. We're gonna get our play menu multi-button here. Do a branch. Nope, sorry. Get is enabled. Branch. If that is true, then go ahead and do that. Basically, we'll just have to do this for everything. And then we'll select. Oh, we have to do it for all of these. P2, SP level 3, SP level 4, SP level 5, SP level 6. Okay. Get is enabled. Branch. If it's enabled, then press it. If it's not enabled, then do nothing. Same for you. Okay, that's all there. That should be it for the main menu, but I gotta do that for the hovering stuff too. So play menu activation, play menu navigation. Ugh. All right. Let's move you down here. Gonna move you out here. We're gonna get the PM multi button. It is enabled. Branch. If it's enabled, do this. Otherwise, basically do the same thing, but instead plus or minus 2. And then well, if it's not, shoot, no, sorry. This is wrong. This is not where we want this. No. Because if it's enabled, it's never going to run this stuff. Or I mean, if it's not enabled, it's never going to run this stuff. What I should say. So we want these to be here. If it's enabled, do this. If it's disabled, we want to then check this, and we want to do this. If it's, yeah, this, we want to add 2 to it. Still want to unhover this one, but we also want to then, instead of hovering the multi button, sorry, this is far away from my face, I know. I want to hover the PM back button. Just want to skip over the multi button. And then basically we're gonna do the same thing down here. We do this. If it's enabled, just continue as planned. If it's disabled though, gotta do something a little different. Do -2. Unhover the back button and hover the single hover single PM button. That's what I want. Yeah. There we go. That's just that one. Now I gotta go through all of the levels that are possibly locked. Ugh. That's gonna be disgusting. Oh, that one's gonna be extremely messy too, because I gotta check which I have to do something different based on how many are unlocked. That's not gonna be fun. Gotta do it though. Gotta do it though, because otherwise people playing on a controller could just bypass the challenges system and just play whatever level they want. Or actually, at this point, no, they can't. But they'd be able to hover over those levels like they could. And we don't want to give them false hope. So we need to go to... This is the one we just did, right? Yeah. Well, that's activation, but we just did this one. Yeah. So we want to go to level select. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. All right, we can do it. It's gonna be the last thing we do tonight, but we're gonna do it. Let's clean this up a little bit. So basically it's all gonna rely on, well, no, it's gonna be a cascading thing. Ugh. It's gonna be so messy. But it'll make the game that much better. It'll make people able to fully play it with a controller, which I know a lot of people will like. So I'm doing it for you guys. All right, let's start at the top here. An index 0, that means it's on the level 1 button. So we need to check leave that alone for now. Okay, so we need to get the, where is it, the SP level 2 button. Basically go through all these checks. Get is enabled. French. If this is true, we can simply do this. If it's false, then we gotta check the level 3 button, level 4 button, and so on and so forth. So let's just do this. Okay, so if the level 3 button is enabled, or wait, no, that doesn't make sense. If the level 2 button isn't enabled, then it, okay, hang on. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so if level 2 button isn't enabled, that means you can go straight to the bottom, right? Straight to the bottom. Or we can say, grab this. Right, we want it to, well, actually, let's just do this. Instead of adding that amount, let's just say set the level select button to be 6. So that's at the bottom. And then, wait, which one are you? Six is, yeah, the back button. Okay. So duplicate, so unhover the level 1 button and hover the level 6 button. Just like that. Okay, so maybe this won't be as bad as I thought, because that is the case for level 1 being the only one that is unlocked. Now, if we get to level 2, decrementing it's not going to do anything, because if level 2 is unlocked, then obviously things above it are also unlocked. So the only thing here is this thing, right? So we just do this, and instead of level 2, we check if level 3 is enabled, right? If level 3 is enabled, we can just do this. If it's not, we can do this. And then instead of unhover level 1 button, we say unhover level 2 button. And just like that. Yeah, this is going to get complicated when we get to the back button, because then the back button needs to know where to go back to, which is fine. Yeah, that's the process here. So just rinse and repeat here. Give me some space. Instead of level 3 button, we're checking level 4 button this time. Where'd you go? This one. So we're checking, are you enabled? If you are, great, just do what normal. But if you aren't, then automatically skip down to the back button. Just like so. Do this again. Instead of level 4 button, we're now checking level 5. Right? Wait. Yeah, because level 6, if level 6 is unlocked, everything's unlocked. That makes sense. Okay, do this. Otherwise, do this. Instead of unhover level 3, we want to unhover level 4. There we go. And last one we gotta do like this. Checking is level 6 unlocked. If it is, do this. If it's not, do this. Where we replace level 4 with level 5. Just like so. Plug you in there. And there we go. Level 6 stays the same, because if it's unlocked, then everything else is unlocked. Now the tricky part is with the back button. So, if we are on the back button and we want to go back, basically we just gotta run through this entire process again. So if level 6 is unlocked, then we can do this. If not, gotta do another check. Or if level 5 is unlocked. And if level 5 is unlocked, then we'll say set the index from, instead of 5, set it to 4. And then we'll say hover level 5 button. If it's not enabled, then we gotta check level 4. We're just gonna keep doing this. Sorry if it's annoying. Unhover this. And over level. Why did I do things this way? I don't know. Okay. Set it to 2. Hover level 3 button. gotta do that. 6, 5, 4, 3. And last one here is 2. We don't need to check if level 1 is unlocked, because, you know. Hover level 2 button. And in this case, if it's false, that means only level 1 is unlocked. So we can just do set U to 0. Got that one. And then hover level SP level 1 button. Put that in there. Oh, that got even more complicated. Didn't know it could do that. But that should do it. So let's try it out. Let my controller turn on here. There we go. I gotta add the challenges in again. But if I press play, obviously I can go to multiplayer right now because it's unlocked. But if I go to single player, only level 1 is unlocked right now. So we go down, it puts us in the back. We go up, puts us on grocery store, and only lets us cycle between those two. Cool. Go back. Let's update that play menu so we can add the challenges in just while we're here. I know I said that was going to be the last thing I do, but I feel like I'm getting stuff done, so I should continue doing stuff while I can before I go fully brain dead. So we go here. We go to our, not this one, not that one, not that one, not that one. So challenges button, we gotta add our custom events in here. I know the challenges menu does not have any controller support right now, which it only has 2 buttons, or 3, I guess, but that won't be too hard. Hover challenges button. Unhover challenges button. I think this UI asset alone, I've spent 2 months on, just between all the stuff that goes on in it. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff there's been a lot of work that's gone into this. Okay, so we want the menu panel selection here. So we want to add a slot here, move this down, because, right? Let me make sure I have this right. This one, menu panel. Play, options, challenges, credits, quit. Yeah. So, let me put this in here. That in there. Do this whole shenanigan. It's up. There we go. Increment. We're not going to hover the credits for this one. That's going to be down here. And then we're not going to hover the options here. We're going to do this one. We're going to say unhover challenges button. And I'm just going to plug both of those in there. And here we can say hover challenges. And then hover challenges button. Just like that. should be all we need there. Then we just got to go up to the handle activation. Move these two down. And then here we put press challenges button. Just like that. Okay. This works. I swear, I'm done. Oh. Oh, it just... I did not push straight up and down. I pushed to the left a little bit, so it put me on the links. That's fine. I do this. Oh, it looks very funny. Okay. That's going to be a problem with links later on, but we'll go to that later. That's tomorrow's problem. All right. Try save everything here. Okay, that is all for this week. And going forward, let's see here. So game releases the 22nd, and me and Tyler are trying to get things finished up about an early a week before that. So next Sunday, the 13th, will probably be the last stream for development on this game, at least pre-release. I am going to be streaming that Tuesday morning, the 22nd, when we release. But yeah, we'll see you next Sunday, and we'll hopefully finish things up with this game. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you later.